in Europa the media. Okay. Ana roƙo medias, kuna shi medias, ku zo wannan gefen. Medias, wanda kuke doka ku zo wancan gefen.
Right here, the funeral service of those late victims is about to commence. Like you can see, their corpses has been laid instead here where the service will take place. Let's keep praying for Nigeria. Let's keep praying for a better tomorrow. And let's trust God for what God will do in our nation, Nigeria. God bless you and God keep us safe.
Na ruhu mai tsarki na mu roke chairman na DCC ECWA DCC all ya bude da na roke shi DCC Rahal Masihu na kwanan mu wadansu kakarusan yakin su suke dogara wadansu kuwa ga dawakansu amma mu ga ikon ubangiji Allah mu muke dogara za su yi tuntube su fadi amma mu za mu tashi mu tsaya daram da sa sarki nasara ya ubangiji zai amsa mana sa da muka yi kira ubangiji yana nan yana kuma gani yana kuma sane da duk ababa da suke faruwa. Jama'a mu yi addu'a na yi karatu cikin Zabura ta 20 aya 7 zuwa 8. Ubangijinmu da Allahnmu wanda ke sama, makadaici mai iko mai girma, mun gode domin ka yarda mu kasance yau cikin masu rai, ko da shike babu lafiya babu salama. Ba mun gaskanta kana sane da ababa da suke faruwa. Mun gode domin baka bar mu babu saida ba. Mun gode baka bar mu babu alama ba. Kana sane kuma kana nan domin ka karfafa mu kai mana ta'aziyya. Mun gode domin iyayenmu na ruhaniya. Mun gode domin iyayenmu na ƙasa. Mun gode domin shugabanmu na karamar hukuma da jami'an tsaro da suke nan tare da mu a wannan safiya. Mun gode domin iyalai da abokai da community da ƙasa da wannan mummunan tahasa ta faru a cikinta. Ubangiji ka rike mana hannu, ka kuma ƙarfafa zukatanmu domin in ka bar mu za mu kauce, za mu saba wa sunanka. Allah ka yaye mana wa, ka karfafa ban gaskiyar mu, ƙara mana ban gaskiya. A wannan hidima farko har zuwa ƙarshe mu ga darajarka da daukakarka. Ta'aziyar mu ya sauko daga sama, ya mallake tunaninmu da zukatanmu. Mun gode domin za ka karbi ikon wannan taro da wannan ƙasa farko har zuwa ƙarshe. Albarkacin sunan Yesu kai ne mai cetonmu. Amin. To mun gode za mu ɗauka Ubangiji da nomar waka 100 wadda sanannen waka ne dogara ga sunan Yesu. La 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 dogara ga sunan Yesu. Kakasa asamirai Gamaga Chetugawani Bakwa Yasedeshi Yesu Yesu Inasonka Kaikade Machet
Bika Laganan Arabada Jini Jini Yesu ya Fashenin Yanasha Zunu Ai Na Jingi Na Uri Yesu ya Karbe Ni bawansa Yesu 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 Asuka Kai Kade Wachetone Yesu Yesu Nizanbika Daganan Arabada. Amen. Sai mu zauna wanda suna da wurin zama. ‘Yan uwa karatattu za mu yi roko cewa wannan hidima ba za mu so mu dauke lokaci ba. So, duk wayansu da za su so dogo lokaci domin gaisuwa ko menene a yi hakuri da wannan. A cikin dukan ‘yan uwa da Ubangiji ya kira Yesu, mutum ɗaya cikin iyalan duka zai yi madadin dukan wannan iya an zo a gefe kenan. Haka muna da godiya domin da shugabanai a ikkilisiya, gwamnati, sarauta, security personnel, duka mu da mun kasance a nan. Ubangiji ya sanya su da kan
shi a riba ya jina ta zuwa lafiya ne zo na nan ya miki halin ba sai yi ma na kawai
yanayi domin mu yi wa yanayi. Ubangiji ya yi mana bishewa. Muna ka wannan lokaci za mu yi straight zuwa gaisuwa wadda za mu fara kan gabanin mu wanda za su iya samu. So daga madadin iyali wanda zai yi gaisuwa madadin iyalan nan duka sai ya kawo mana gaisuwa a wannan lokaci. Bayan wani representative na families
si ku dan masa baya si
jama'a a kan shehu duka ina nan a kan nauyin zuciya domin abin da ya faru ya zama mana damuwa da yawa har muna tunani kama ana mana ganganci ne domin duk lokacin da abu kamar haka ya zo ana yi mana gori har an tura mana message cewa an yi 1-1 kenan alhalin su da suka yi wannan abun su da junansu ne suka yi rikici a jeji sun zo sun yi fada da juna sun kashe juna amma an zo an ɗora alhakin a kanmu an ce mu ne alhalin ba wani indijin da ya isa je wannan wurin a wannan lokacin su makarar kansu sun sani cewa ba haka ba ne amma an zo an ɗora mana alhaki an kashe mana mutane da yaran da ba su san hawa ba su san sauka ba ba su ji daɗin wannan abin da ya faru ba jinin su ba zai taɓa tafiya ba a cikinsu akwai wanda zai mana wannan yaki shi yasa muna roƙo inda amerika ya ce za su zo da wuri bai kamata a je a aje su a wani state of plateau shine yana cikin damuwan sosai a yi hakuri a turo mana su mun san wurin da suna zama. Za a yi su zo su kakkashe mu, su tafi su je duwatsu sai su zona suna mana tare. Muna roƙi Ubangiji ya mana yaki. Amma da iyali, sauran iyali. Muna gode da mun ga kun nuna bakin ciki tare da mu. Allah ya raka kowane mutum zuwa gidansa lafiya. Mun gode.
Mun gode. Ga yadda gaisuwan zai kasance, yawayen president zai kawo gaisuwa, bayan shi saraki zai kawo gaisuwa, and local government chairman, the House of Assembly member.
Wow. Good.
Yeah, it's okay.
The representative of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Plateau State, local government chairman, and other political office holders that are here, our clergies, concerned people of Plateau, and members of the three families. We are here today again, which means this may not be the last one, because the attackers, the terrorists, the bandits are still here with us. Their locations are known. Their days of attacks are always alerted, which ordinarily would have been averted. And in essence, this tragic incident was an avoidable one. But we've been exposed, we've been ridiculed, we've been laughed at. Yes, this incident has been justified by the killings of 3 people that were murdered by the killers themselves, shifting the blame on us, so that it will warrant and justify the killings of these brethren who did not commit any crime, who did not steal any cow, who allowed their farmlands to be grazed on freely. And then today, we are witnessing another mass burial as a result of mass killings on our land. Then who will be next? Who will be next? We are aware the effort the state government is making towards ensuring the safety of all persons on the plateau. We are also aware of the sacrifices the state government is making. Training Operation Rainbow at all locations so that there will be rapid response in the case of an incident like this. But some people use their authorities, their offices, and held back what belongs to, so that these guys will be equipped with licensed weapons that can prevent. Who then is our killer? Who are the killers of Plateau people? Who are the killers of Nigerians? Are they not known? People that stop Plateau from having Operation Rainbow fully run, fully kitted, are also part of this genocide. We are calling on Mr. President to look inwardly into his cabinet. Some of his advisors are mold in the system. We, the Plateau people, are for him. And we should know that we must be alive before we could re-elect him. Yes. We must be alive and we must be protected. Now I am aware that even some security have even tagged me for the comments we made yesterday. My life is not precious than these people. I will not incite any violence in the Plateau, but we deserve to be protected.
Really?
We deserve it.
We deserve it.
And I'm using this opportunity to call on our people. Let's remain calm. Let's continue as law-abiding. We are not praying for similar things to happen. We are not at war with anybody.
No.
The Hausas, the Yorubas, the Igbos, and any other person that comes to Plateau should have it at the back of his mind that he will settle peacefully. A Plateau man has never been known for any act of terrorism.
No.
Fulani have declared war on us. And it's so unfortunate that some people are falling victims of circumstance. We are calling, sir. Calling on Mr. President and the Executive Governor. Please, sir. Since having security at our domain cannot guarantee our safety, why will it not be relocated to where the bandits are settled, so that we will then know when will they come to attack us? Yes. All these 25 years, we've had security around us, and then our lives are being killed. So let the operation enduring peace, let Operation Enduring Peace move to the Fulani camp and encircle of those areas, so that we will know who they are killers, and we will know what we did.
Hello?
What I'm trying to say here is, we people, the plateau people are appealing that there should be relocation.
Wannan battery chafara mutuwa. Battery cha.
Hello? Honorable. Anima batteries na wine abubuwan. Anima batteries na so.
All I'm trying to say here is there should be relocation of the Operation Enduring Peace headquarters to these distressed communities. Even if it can be relocated to Mahanga, let it be relocated. Let the Operation Enduring Peace be relocated to Fulani domain. By that, their excesses, their banditry, their terrorism will be checked, and then they will not have any reason to come into our domains. If they are coming, there will be none. And let all the military gadgets that are used in monitoring our environments, let it all be deployed to the Fulani domain, where they have hosted the terrorists that are terrorizing the peace people of Plateau. Thank you very much.
Asia alkaline battery. Wannan ya weak. Wannan ya weak.
Za samu alkaline battery a kauye ina ne.
To
Asiya wannan din
to asiya su diyawa. Wannan already sun riga sun weak ne. Shi ma wannan ya weak. Dalla ka cire ga shi da sun ba su da camera sai an kawo shi sanya. Don flash na alkaline.
To give us the
Ka ba su alkaline.
an jan kawo amma ba alkalai ba ne
Ba damuwa.
ba alkalai ba ne ba alkalai ba ne bai shiga ba
to muna su da mu tituna da yake ba abun kari murya raka wannan lokaci damu kusa shi da sarki mu zai kawo gaisuwa zamu yi hakuri domin abun magana da sarki na bi matakin gaisuwa duka kowa bisa ga matsayinsa. Jama'a kafin fara zan ce na gode da fama da kullum kuna zuwa taya ni. Doron Babuje ta zama garin da kusan a Najeriya wai ita ne kusan na bakwai a cikin terrorism.
Welcome to
So na sai magana yau clear da kowa ya ji.
SD card.
Kwanakin baya an zo an same ni an ce da an fara rikici a kura an ce dorowa za a zo ran Monday. Allah ya sa na doki na gaya ma shugabannin addini muka yi zama muka yi azumi da mun yi azumi a ranar
suka zo mana daidai ranar da suka gaya mana, to ranar su yi mana waya kamar yadda mutanen mu da an za a yi yaki ana faɗa. To wannan din da na so da sun yi mana wannan notice din da ya mana kyau. Zan yi magana, wannan incident da kun ji shi wanda ya gama magana ya fada daidai, kuma zan fada ban rena ma ma'aikata na da ba, but na samu terrible challenge a wancan fada. In ka fada abu sai a so a nemi ranka. Mun je mu yi meeting a Kaduna, aka yi mana magana kan Birom, especially fan. I defended there very seriously. Dawa na sanda an canja man moto guda uku. Again, mun yi the 7 countries, the Burkina Faso, Cameroon. I was lucky enough Nina representing Plateau. Mun yi ta wurin sosai, na gaya muku dalilin. So zan sake fada. Fadan nan da kun ga ya faru, inda a ce ana bari ne mu yi ido da ido, da fadan ya kare. Okay, sorry. I will be mixing. So I'm saying, as the traditional ruler, this thing, all the happenings that do occur, I was always privileged to be around. And even this one that happens, I was outside. I saw the text that we killed 3 people. Then another one they said 5. Another one they said 3. But seriously, that place they killed those 3 people was my real inheritance village, which we don't even go there in the afternoon. Talk less of in the night. And if it will be clear, their handsets were taken, and some of the security personnel took the handsets, they tracked them, but they doesn't want to tell us the truth. Please, if you are true, those that you track, tell us the truth. Because none of my people will ever go there in the night. All our farms there, they capture the farms, they are cultivating them freely. When I reported to you, the securities, to return back our inheritance, nothing has been done. My secondary school just as up there, they are the ones staying in the quarters. I reported, nothing was done. What will I now think? Coming to the security here, seriously that day, to be frank, they really tried. I was talking of the other one, but this one now, really they tried. Since I was on throne, I have never called a security to listen to you within 5 minutes. But these people tried. If not because of them, we would have lost many people. I am pleading for the government. I know we've been suffering, but like the politicians have been assisting, we put checkpoints there, we put checkpoints there. I know my women spoke different words to you, but some of them didn't know what happened. But for this one, we shouldn't give blame to the security men. Really, they tried, these ones. So if somebody did good, appreciate him. I will not talk much. On behalf of my leader, the paramount ruler, I said I should just speak because he was called on something. So mine is to say thank you for your coming, for leaving your everything. If I will refer back, because Doroa was known for guava and mango. Anybody passing here will remember Doroa, but they have cut all the guavas and mangoes. We reported nothing good. They are now following us to our houses. The little trees we are having, they are cutting them. Even that day, we had a problem with them. We even called the security, they came, not knowing that they were having a plan on ground. So I'm pleading, please, the government should do something to assist my people. I will say the last thing. Not that we are afraid, as I've said. Yes, we are staying. They force us to leave our villages. We left Fanzat, we left Wong, we left Akapang. They accumulated us in one place. Still, they are forcing us. Now, if I will allow my boys to retaliate, it will be another something. I always tell them no. Government, listen. We are many. We gathered in one place. Yet we buy good tools to protect ourselves. You gave us securities. We even do banga, yet we don't sleep. But look at them there. Their houses are single. We have never for once to go and attack them. If you dare allow us to allow our children to try, there will be matches. I hope as we are going, thank you for what, for the assistance, and God bless you. Thank you.
So, Manasu, I'll give this time for our executive local government chairman to bring greetings. Manasu domin muji gaisuwa daga shi shugabanmu na local government.
They should be saying their names. Dara.
The executive governor of Plateau State, heavily represented by his advisor on security, retired General Shippy, who's here presently with us, our clergymen here present, all sympathizers that we have gathered here this morning to stand here this morning to bury our beloved ones, which are these bad elements that are not allowing our people to sleep took their lives. We as a government, we are not happy seeing all these type of things. And I believe this will be the end of all this by the grace of God. What happened Ratati here, than to say, God, we thank you. It has been happening. This is not the first time.
Somebody should remove that reverb.
And what do we do? As soon as if we received a security alert, we should stand firm and protect our community. We should stand firm and protect our community. We have heard what all the last speakers have said about what happens. The government itself is doing all possible to ensure that the insecurity that is befalling these 6 local governments with Barkin Ladi. Wants to thank the government because the government is not just sitting down. And I want to assure my people and the entire people of Barkin Ladi, please let us protect ourselves. Let us make sure that we protect our community. We should not just sit down. And I want to beg you of one thing. In Dereai, when it is night, wherever you are, find a place and sleep. We have had a lot of killings on motorcycles. And I tell you, mutanemu, I can't some machines isuna wishewa de dere. I'm begging of you all, most especially our youth. Kune matasa da za ku sere gari. But if we are loose, definitely we will be seeing this all the time. I also appreciate the security agencies for their immediate intervention on the day this thing happened. If not, the casket lying down here could have been more than this. But we appreciate them and let them double their efforts in protecting our people. Jama'a, muna cike da bakin jini da bakin zuciya. Mu gode ma Ubangiji. Casket guda tara innan. Akwai mu from other states wanda all their relatives have agreed cewa a business wa nan. They are all human beings, wherever they are. But we appreciate God. Please and please, Jama'a, mu yi hakurin abin da ya faru. The government is on top gear to ensure that the perpetrators who have this, Ubangiji Allah zai tona asirinsu. Na gode, Ubangiji Allah ya taimake mu.
Let him come.
We're grateful for our executive local government chairman. We call on the House of Assembly member, after which House of Reps.
The executive governor of Plateau State, ably represented by the advisor on security, the executive chairman of Barkil-Ladi local government, our clergies, important dignitaries that are here, government appointees, the security agencies that are here, our brothers and sisters, I bring you greetings in the name of Jesus Christ. Of immense importance is to condole the family, the bereaved family, who have lost their loved one. I am standing here with a heavy heart to condole with you, and I ask that God in His infinite mercy will give you the fortitude to bear this irreparable loss. May God Almighty comfort the people of Barkil-Ladi. But secondly, I want to say something very important for the media to take note. The caskets that are here are not empty. There are able-bodied young men who are going about their normal business of the day, and they are here lying in this casket. For anyone to have seen what is happening in Barkil-Ladi, to give it a different narration or connotation, these are not empty caskets. There are human beings in it. One thing baffles me a lot. While I want to appreciate the gallantry of all military men, all security, architecture on Plateau and particularly in Barkin-Ladi. I want to ask a pertinent question, and this question is still remaining unanswered. Just like the BYM president have said, we have had issues. There is no attack that has no sign. There is no attack that has no alert. Before any attack, there has always been intelligence and the distribution of information that the attack will happen. And my question, it does happen. How? What's the problem? These security issues will continue unabated. We will continue to bury our people if something different is not done. We cannot be doing the same thing over and over again and expecting the same result. Something specific must be done. We know that there are intelligence. The security architecture is such that everybody is aware. We have the military, we have the intelligence department, we have the CIDs, we have the police, we have all other architecture. How do you collaborate to ensure that the people are safe? So we are tired of celebrating or coming to mourn and always telling the people sorry. I think I owe, even as the people of Barkin-Ladi, the security of Barkin-Ladi, just like everyone has said, they are trying very well. If there is something that is causing you not to be able to meet up and take the war and take the fight to the camp, then please and please, we are ready. Let us dialogue. Let us understand what the problem is. We cannot, and I repeat as a people, we are harboring security, and I believe by the combined intervention of His Excellency Barrister Caleb Mulford, the combined effort of the chairman of the local government, there has been concerted effort to ensure that the security are living comfortable. And if they are not, please and please, I still ask again, let us know so that we will do something different from what we are doing. If you are not getting the needed attention, let us know. If you are having challenges from the federal, let us know, because you are here for our people. While I say thank you very much, I want to charge us that we must do, that we must agree to do. Finally, I want to beg with a big voice the illustrious sons of Barkin-Ladi, political appointees, whoever has the responsibility of checking and then helping the people. Let's come together as one people to fight this common cause. No single individual, neither the chairman of the local government can solve this problem. Neither the member of the House of Assembly cannot solve it. Neither the political appointees, they cannot solve it. But we can when we come together for one single purpose. We will take the fight, not even here, to the federal. And this is what we must do. Enough is enough.
Thank you. This time for the House of Reps member, after which the representative of the governor of Plateau State, the House of Assembly member, our chairman here present, Barkin-Ladi and Rio, they are all here. Our clergymen, our fellow brothers, bereaved families, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to represent the House of Representative member, Honorable Engineer Daliop Fong, who is unavoidably absent. And he called me this morning and said, I must be here to commiserate with our people in Barkin-Ladi who lost their loved ones. He said he's seriously burdened with the type of killings that have been going on in his constituency, and he's becoming fed up with the number of people that we are losing every day. And he said, if I come here, I should tell the people, I should condole the families and tell them that when he is back from that official journey, he will personally come and greet them. And he is also telling our youths to remain calm, and he is charging the security men too that they should take everything serious to investigate these people that are perpetrating this act. Because these people are not spirits. These people are within us. And also, they should take the issue of these bandits very serious, especially those that are using crime to make this problem or these killings not to stop. Because sometimes when criminality is being misperceived, then the people will suffer. So he said, the security men, the SSS and whoever, they should take this issue of investigating the perpetrators of this act seriously and come out with a blueprint. The issue of telling people that government is on top of the situation is not enough. They should print reports and publish it so that people should know what exactly they have done after the investigation. So I'm using this opportunity to thank all of you who have come to help us or to commiserate with us from different places. And we know that these people are not only from Plateau State, some of them are outside Plateau State. So this war is becoming a different thing and it's taking a different dimension. May God bless us all. God bless us. May God take us all to our various destinations safely. Thank you very much.
Thank you. The presentation of the governor, after which the county chairman will round up.
The local government council chairman of Berkeley local government, the local government chairman of local government, our House of Assembly member, Governor's Liaison Officer, Philip Joy, the SA Security to His Excellency General Shippy, the clergy that are here, all of us that are here, good morning. I bring greetings and condolences from His Excellency Barrister Caleb Manasseh Mutfwang. I can tell you that he is tired and fed up of these killings. Plateau State is not a burial ground. And as a government, we are doing our best. His Excellency is doing his best to mobilize security and all that it takes humanly possible to make sure that this kind of senseless killing ends. Almost every other month, almost every other week, we are burying our young ones. These are 9 fathers that have left their families and their children fatherless, senselessly, needlessly. I want to assure you as a people that this government is doing all it can to see that this kind of killings stop here in the Plateau and the entire Nigeria. There's nothing I can say to you, and there's nothing we can say to you. We know how painful it is. But please take heart and be reassured that we are doing our best. I also want to encourage all of us, as much as I know that people are not happy. But please, we don't want this issue to escalate. I beg you. And to the people that are creating this issue, God will judge you and God will deal with you at the right time. You are not going to get away with it. You are not going to drive us from our ancestral homes and our ancestral lands. It's only a matter of time. And all of you shall perish by the grace of God. Amen. But for us, I want to plead and I want to beg that please and please, let's be patient. I know we can't stand by and be looking at this thing happening every time. But as God-loving and God-believing people, let's know that God will revenge for us. And God will take justice to these people. Honestly, when I was coming here, I didn't know what to say. I thought about it. I said, what am I going to say again? Our young people are dying at an alarming rate. Last week I was in Wasi. 37 people died. The other day we were in Fan. How many people died? Young people, living women and children, young children. But God will see us through, and God will protect the families of the bereaved, and God will protect the children of the bereaved. We are here as a government, and will give all necessary support to make sure that these families of the bereaved and the communities are helped in any way possible that we can. So please and please, let's take heart. Also, I want to encourage you all that as we have seen a trend at the moment, that these people visit and kill us in the night. Let's stay off mining sites after 6 p.m. Let's stay off beer parlors after 6 p.m. for now, until situation calm down. I am pleading, I am begging. My desire and our desire as a government, please listen to me. Please listen to me. This community is my community, and I will not come here and make political statements, and I will not come here and say what I did not mean from the bottom of my heart. Dorua Bakuje is my home. Some of these people in these coffins, I knew them personally. So people stop making noise. This is not something that has only happened to you. It has happened to me too. I have lost people in my family personally from these killings. So please stop making noise and thinking that I'm here to speak political talk or political grammar. All of us are hurt by what has happened, and all of us are affected by what has happened here today. So please, when I speak, don't start making noise and stop shouting as if I am here to just speak political talk and nothing will happen after. I'm sure you know that prominent members of my families have been killed from this kind of killing. So please, when I speak, especially in this committee, I don't expect this from you. I don't expect this from you. Not when I'm here. This is my home, and all of you know that. So please, when I'm speaking, don't think I'm here to just speak big grammar and leave and nothing will happen. I am pained by what has happened here today. One of the people that are here, they killed his brother a few years ago, someone that was working very dearly with me. So people don't be speaking and be murmuring when I'm speaking, as if I'm here to speak political talk. I am very pained by what has happened. I cannot be attending funerals every week. Who wants to attend funerals? Whether you know the person or you don't know the person. I didn't wake up this morning or this week intending to come for a funeral. Especially when it's not that the person was sick. Somebody is living a healthy life with his family and they just come and kill them needlessly. Who is happy about it? Whether you know the person or not. So whoever is speaking and murmuring when I'm talking, please stop it. I'm a human being too. I live here in Bariki Ladi. My mother is here in Bariki Ladi. My family is here in Bariki Ladi. It can happen to anybody. Yes, sir. When this thing happened the other day, I was thinking of evacuating my mother from Bariki Ladi. Why do I want to feel that way? So people don't think that I'm here to speak big grammar. As a government, we are trying our best. It is not easy. Even the president of Nigeria is not finding it easy. You think he sleeps well at night when people are dying every day in this country? Who likes people to die? Who wants people to die? Nobody. What is the gain in killing people? We're encouraging you. Look, my desire I said it in fun the other day. I wasn't in support when they said people should go home early. Our desire is that people should walk around their communities and their God-given land anytime they want. Whether it's 2 a.m. in the morning, 5 a.m. in the morning, why should you be afraid? But this is the situation we found ourselves. So what do we do? Are we going to keep on seeing our people die? So take heart. Let's be conscious of what is happening. Let us take the precautions that need to be taken. If we need to go home for now at an early time, let's do that. Yes, sir. Support the government in what they are doing. You can't be beer parlors in the night when you're not supposed to be there, knowing the issue. This issue happened last week, and we knew that there was going to be a retaliation. So please, let us for now. The terrorists will be gone after. Why are they not going after them? Why? No arrest, nothing. Please take heart. I am very sorry, and I bring condolences from the excellence of the government. No arrest, no investigation, nothing. No arrest, go there. By the grace of God, I want people to pray for this government. I want people to support this government in this fight against terror that is happening in Plateau State and beyond Plateau State. And by the special grace of God, one day this will be over. Take heart. Please, people, calm down. I beg you in the name of God. Let us be calm. Let us be calm. Let us be calm. Let us be calm. Let us be calm, please. Thank you. Una tape